Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Bracketology. I'm your host, Todd Greenberg, and with me as always is my wife and producer behind the camera, Nicole Greenberg. Today's episode is brought to you by Petco, which is now more flush with cash than ever following two Steves and an Anthony drying their first round lost tears in new puppy fur. We'll kick off with a recap of the exhilarating Day 2 action. The day started with my favorite match of the day as I advanced to the quarterfinals. After I took control early, Dave battled back to get close to even before finally succumbing to my constant pressure. Unfortunately, I did come up just short of setting my 45-minute Peloton record. In the early evening game, Lou took care of business against Roberts. Roberts showed well but could never establish a significant lead and eventually fizzled out. Next, we had a riveting back-and-forth contest between Bambi and Rudolph. Paul took a strong lead early on but struggled to put Anthony away. After coming all the way back and even taking the chip lead for a short time, Anthony eventually ran out of gas and Paul took him down. In the final and wildest match of the day, Lauren pulled off a stunning upset over preseason favorite Saul. I caught up with the comeback kid himself, and here's what he had to say. Lauren, congratulations on your big win last night. How are you feeling right now?
To be honest, I'm feeling great right now. I woke up this morning and I'm roasting victory marshmallows.
Almost nobody picked you to win on their brackets. Did you use that as motivation, or did you try to block it out?
Honestly, being the underdog in that situation, I think ending odds were plus 740. I had to personally prove a point that I can win, and that I will win, and I did just that. And it's pretty quiet now. Where are all those people?
How did you prepare for the matchup?
Honestly, I woke up with a sweat. My feet were sweating. I was nervous. I could barely eat, but I knew I had to eat, so I ate some lunch. And then I did watch a couple of the tourneys to get me motivated to play. And then I basically was shitting bricks until 10 o'clock because Sal's a player. That's how I prepped.
You fell into a quick hole and it was not looking good. What was the turning point for you?
Yeah, things were looking a little bleak, a little scary for me. I was down to, I think, 1,700 chips after the blind. I think it was about 850. The turning point was probably not backing off on a mid-pair. And then I had a second pair hit. I think I had kings and tens, I think it was. And I decided that was the time to go all in. And I got myself back in the game. So that was the turning point for me.
How do you stay focused and motivated after such an adrenaline-filled day?
Honestly, I just got to stay fresh. I got to keep my momentum going. I got to stay focused. And I got to do push-ups. Keep my head in the game.
Wow, great insight into what it's really like on the rail. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I'm glad we were able to get the video feed back for you on the second half. Moving on, we have an action-packed Sunday ahead of us. Winners of today's matchup will lock up $35 and, more importantly, be one step closer to immortality. In a quick turnaround, Paul goes right into his Elite 8 matchup versus me in the early game. We both had strong first-round performances, being tested while never truly being in danger. I see Paul pulling this one out in a slugfest. Next up, we have J-Rod versus Lou in what should be an electric event. The tension has been building for years between these two, and I can't see whoever falls short ever recovering. This will end with J-Rod tasting a flush. The only question is, will it hit? I say no, and Lou punches his ticket to the semis. Our third Elite 8 matchup will be Ray versus Brian. Both players easily disposed of DeSimone's on Friday night, but I see this one having some good ups and downs. I'm picking Ray to win in a come-from-behind fashion. Our final game will feature Lauren versus Chris. This one isn't scheduled yet, but after seeing that interview, Lauren looks locked in. I'm picking him to ride the momentum to victory. So that is Paul, Lou, Ray, and Lauren in the final four. This is Todd Greenberg reminding you to stay safe and sane in your house of cards. Good luck.